Grand holders, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. Appreciate you guys as always. The amount of support you guys are showing, it means the world. Continue supporting, and of course you guys will get these continuation of these daily updates. But anyhow, let's take a look at what's happening with Algorand's price, because it is one of the top gainers clearly as we are looking at the crypto bubbles chart. Algorand is one of the top gainers over the last 24 hours, up a staggering 24.2%. So it's doing exactly what we've been discussing in our previous analysis update. So it's pretty much at this point the entire market that's going. Every coin, especially the utility projects, are having its time. But Algorand is really showing in a lot of excitement, and it has done exactly what we spoke about yesterday, which of course, when I pull out the charts, we'll talk about. So Algorand is up a staggering 24.2% with the price in dollar amount at 28.2 cents. We're also up 20% in Bitcoin compared. Now, if you're looking at the market cap, 2.45 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume has increased quite a bit, sitting at about $774 million. Absolutely amazing. Before we get into the price analysis, though, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So I'm sure you guys will be watching my HBAR update that will go live before the Algorand update, but I know some people only watch the Algorand updates, which is totally fine. If you missed the HBAR update, I did mention how we are seeing a major uptick within the dominance, and that is causing over the last 1 hour for us to see a little bit of a minor pullback. And in Algorand's perspective, we're looking at about a 4.8% pullback in the last 1 hour alone. The reason why this is happening is because Bitcoin ended up hitting a new all-time high. We actually saw Bitcoin reaching $122,500. Absolutely crazy to wrap my head around. It's just insane, and I'm sure a lot of you think alike, because of course this is something that not a lot of OGs really saw coming this fast. Let's be quite frank and honest, because honestly, I did have no doubts that BTC will reach once this six-figure price point. But the way Bitcoin is continuously just skyrocketing, we're talking about not billions of dollars at this point. Valuation for BTC is approaching $3 trillion. $3 trillion. So we're seeing a huge inflows coming in, and we're seeing so much happening so fast, and it's just insane. And I could not be happy for anyone that. Sorry, I'm talking way too fast. Apologies on that. I could not be more happy for all the OGs out here, because it's been a long ride, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate to this. We've seen so much FUD coming towards the crypto industry, Bitcoin, and now all those big entities, that were originally not a big fan of the blockchain industry or Bitcoin to be specific. Now they're coming in, and the floodgates are really opening. So very, very exciting stuff. Enough with the rant. Let's take a look at what's happening with Algorand's price. So Algorand was able to break above that 25.78 cents. So if you guys are wondering what the 25.78 cents, the significance of that range, that was our May high. For the month of May, that was the price highest level that it reached, around the 25.78 cents. And I've pretty much been quite clear on my channel. We want to see the price breaking above that range before we start discussing about higher time frames, and that's exactly what happened. So let's say you actually had a buy order placed in around the 25.58 cents level. Since then, we're looking at an increase of 21.5%, and we wicked up to the 31 cents price point for the first time since pretty much February of this year, and things are starting to heat up. And I personally project that once we cross this 31.8 cents resistance, which we came very close to, we could start pushing up to that 42 cents range, which I'm sure at this point you guys know the significance of that. Yes, even though that would be quite a nice, impressive move, in terms of getting excited, and in terms of entering the bullish trajectory for Algorand, that is in the 78.6. You might be looking at the charts differently. I might be looking at the charts differently, but I try to keep it as realistic as possible. So I'm not getting excited for Algorand, and Algorand is still in a bear market cycle, in my opinion. Until of course we get into the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level. But a great stuff happening. Thank you for all your support. If you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit that red subscribe button and come join the Crypto ZX army. Remember, once the second half of the year started, I said we are going to be pumping out uploads every single day, no days off, and I'm sticking to my word. As of now, we haven't missed any day. We're 2 weeks in. Love you all. Thank you for your support. We'll see you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.